Well, it's not been too bad weather-wise today, has it? Shefali is on the balcony for us this evening. And I hear that you've been trying out a bit of photography.
That's very true, Amy. Thank you very much. Yes, but I suppose it's easy when you've got one of these, a mobile phone. In fact, this is the sort of thing that most people use, and you can click almost anything, anywhere, anytime. In fact, on a reasonably beautiful day like today, who would blame you? After all, our weather watchers do it daily. But when it comes to wildlife photography, well, there lies the problem. Different rules apply, and apparently not everyone is following them, to the point now that it's become a bit of a hindrance. Well, I went to meet one man for a few pointers on how to do it properly. Stunning, aren't they? These photographs were taken by Birmingham-based wildlife photographer Tal Chauhan. He spends a lot of his time photographing wildlife both here and abroad, but today his objective is to encourage people to do it responsibly.
The key statement we all need to remember is that we need to place the welfare of the subject before the photograph. That's what we should always remember when we're out taking pictures of animals. And this is a situation that epitomises that perfectly, because we've got a screen here, we've got a long lens that keeps the animals further away from us, and we're giving them space and giving them the decision to come to us.
He's here at RSPB Sandwell Valley to help promote a nationwide campaign called Undisturbed.
We started this campaign because we had information from a number of the UK's top wildlife photographers that due to the affordability of digital cameras, there are a lot of people who were now entering photography and were photographing wildlife, but although they had the gear, they didn't always have the field craft or done the research of the species to be able to photograph them without disturbing them.
When you see a beautiful creature in its natural habitat, the temptation is to use one of these to take a photograph. But if you do so without following the proper guidelines, you could be breaking the law. Like us, wildlife has rights to privacy and personal space. Breach that and you could be facing a fine of up to £5,000 or 6 months imprisonment, which is why nature reserves like this are so important. Being inconspicuous as possible is the key, and a hide like this helps you do just that.
The birds are used to this structure, and even Schedule 1 birds, which are very rare that you'd normally need a licence for, even if they put a nest here, we can still photograph them legally without any disturbance, because obviously they've accepted this building and they've accepted the noise that we make in here, coming in and out and opening windows.
And he describes this reserve as an emerald in the Midlands, and you can see why. 26 acres of grassland, home to 100 different species of birds, a haven on the edge of a housing estate. And Tal loves it. Oh, I got him in action! He's gone now, but I got him jumping. It's a fantastic action shot. Look at it. Can you see it?
I might as well go home.
Shefali Oza, BBC Midlands Today, Sandwell. I think I finally cracked it, but Tal Chauhan also tells me that when it comes to wildlife photography, it's not about doing nothing. You have to observe the animal or the bird. They tell you a lot, not verbally, but by their behaviour. In fact, they can tell you a lot about the weather forecast, or the weather, should I say. But I think I've got that in hand today. It's been a reasonable day. It has clouded over now, and even to begin with, it was fairly cloudy. But at least we got to see some sunshine in the end, and that in the south of the region sent temperatures up to 22 Celsius. But take a look at our second Weather Watchers photograph, and you can see this is how it was across much of the region. A lot of cloud and some mist, but it was dry at least. That will change, though, by the time we get to tonight. So this is the headline then. The main points for this week. We've got a mixture of cloud and also some sunshine. We've got some rain, particularly so during the second half of the week, but the weekend is looking settled and we should see temperatures peaking and the most sunshine on Wednesday. But we've got high pressure in control at the moment. That's to the southwest of us, and this is what's affecting us, has affected us through the day. We've got a warm front that's gradually pushing in from the west. That's what gave us the cloud, and you can see there's some rain from that across the northern half of the region. But we could see a few spots of rain across the north even tonight. But generally speaking, there's a lot of dry weather on offer tonight. The cloud holding those temperatures up to about 11 to 14 Celsius, so it's warm with it. But that's how we start the day tomorrow, and as that warm front continues its journey eastwards, we'll see some more patchy rain across the northern half of the region through the day. Elsewhere, it should be largely dry, and temperatures may be a touch higher in the south, up to 23 Celsius. But tomorrow night we see the legacy of that warm front. In fact, we see temperatures down to about 13 to 14 or even 15 Celsius in some places. Again, a lot of cloud, and that warm front is really dragging its heels. But when it finally exits by Wednesday, it's looking dry with plenty of sunshine and a touch warmer still with highs of 24 Celsius. And those temperatures teeter around that mark for the rest of the week.
Can't complain about that. Thank you, Shefali.